Welcome back, everyone. DestinysJesus here. In this video, we'll be talking about absolutely everything that was covered in the announcement of what's happening in 2022 for Fortnite Competitive. Loads of really good things in here, like dual FNCS that's coming out, all the new changes to cash cups and how the cash cup formats are working, as well as a couple nice things in terms of land possibilities coming back as well. Alright, make sure to leave a like on the video and let's get straight into this with the new format. Okay, so first things first is the fact that we've got FNCS duos for the entirety of next year. In my opinion, this is a really good change. A lot of players like myself were very bored of playing and watching trios. They got very stale after a while, and having to rely on teammates isn't the best thing, whereas you can just find easily one person that you can grind with and stick with the whole year will be a lot easier to do. Now, let me go ahead and explain that the format, since the way Fortnite explained it, especially Zeke, I don't know why I explained it so poorly, but this is actually how the format's working if you guys want to know if you want to qualify for those dual FNCS finals. Okay, so this is from Kinch Analytics. This is basically how you want to go ahead and qualify. There's only two qualifiers, so those 2 weekly qualifiers, similar to the FNCS that we recently had before Grand Royale. There's only 2 qual weeks. However, the top X basically auto qual straight into Grand Finals. I would say it's going to be about between top 8 and top 12 duos. I'm just going to auto qual into Grand Finals. So you play really good in those 2 weeks. In either of the final sessions, you're going to go straight into Grand Finals. Now, the next way that you're going to qualify is by being the top 50 on the series leaderboard, and then you get put into the semi-finals or the heats. And the way that they've done this now is actually kind of merging the old heats leaderboards, where it was consistency, and the reboot rounds, where if you win a game, you go straight to grand finals, and also the people at the end of those heats or those semis, they also qualify. So you can be consistent, or you can just try to go for a game win. Kind of just depends on your play style, and then you go straight into grand finals. Also, if you're not able to actually qualify in the first heat or the first semi, you get put into the semi-final second lobby. Again, the extra spots that people who have already qualified, they're going to be filled up with other people who are on the consistency leaderboard, so they still have an opportunity, chance to qualify and win a game. And again, you get to play consistent or just go for a game win there, and it puts you into grand finals. I think this change is pretty good. It still rewards those pop-offs, like those really good clutches, but it's not like an entirely focused hero game where everyone's playing for the win. There are going to be teams playing for like top 5s or top 3s and being consistent, and there's also going to be teams that are going to be playing for the win as well and focusing their playstyle on that. So I think this is actually a really good change, and also the fact that the FNCSs are only 2 quals might mean we're going to have more time for more FNCSs in a year, which I think is pretty good as well. Just quickly as well, since I know I'm going to have loads of comments about this, I am going to be making a Duos Masterclass. It's basically going to be the best investment you guys can make next year when I create it. In terms of placing a duo, it's going to get updated the whole way throughout the year. It's going to be 100% worthwhile for you guys to buy it if you're serious about Fortnite comp. And I've already got one of the best players in the world, in my opinion, the go-to Fortnite in EU, lined up on that Duos Masterclass. We make some predictions on that, and also I'm going to be adding it to the Masterclass bundle if you guys have that. And those will be some discounts for you guys who've already got the solos and trios Masterclass. You'll basically get the duos one at a little bit of a cheaper price as well. Alright, let's continue with the rest of these announcements. Make sure you like on the video as well. Now, another huge change is the fact that grand finals can actually end early if a team hits a certain point threshold and gets 2 wins. This isn't probably going to be effective at every single FNCS, and especially because trios is a lot harder to win a game than in trios. But if a team is absolutely dominating, let's say like Cammy, Seti, and Deke, the grand finals definitely could end early, and that's kind of an example where it just kind of prevents boredom in terms of people actually being able to just sit there and having to watch all of the games play out when you know who's kind of won at that point because they've got such a massive lead. Maybe like Rex, Arkham, and Epic, where they're just dominating West in the earlier FNCS before Reek 1. It might help prevent that if they manage to finish it early, but also could cut people out of money and comebacks as well. So I'm not really sure how much I like this. Maybe we'll see it happen once or twice per FNCS, but I don't think it's been a really common team, unless it's just an absolutely insane top tier duo that is just dominating and winning games and getting loads of points and finishing grands early. And the next part is actually pretty good. It's the changes to cash cups. 2-round cash cups are coming back, so basically the top like Champions Division players are going to be playing versus the other Champions Division players, and they're going to be competing to get into the top 50 duos or the top 100 solos to make it into round 2 of the cash cups. In my opinion, this is a really good change. Basically means that the best of the best is still going to be playing against each other, and it also means that they can have more grand finals type stacked games, and you can still go ahead and qualify for that through the normal way. This is a lot better of a change. Rather than having a 3-hour tournament, you get 3 hours of opens plus 3 hours of finals. It's a lot better for a cash cup to work like that, and it's across 2 different days rather than kind of having the old scuffed 2-round format was a lot more squeezed in. The downside of this is the fact that actually contender cash cups are coming back for some reason, and open league cash cups as well. So the cash is probably going to be spread out a lot more. You have to probably get like top 20 in the finals of the second round of the Champs Division. So there's going to be a lot of players who are just farming those actual bad players who are in contenders. They're going to intentionally smurf and maybe even play the open leagues as well. If they just don't play Fortnite at all, they're just not going to play Arena at all, which I think is a really bad change. I don't really know why Epic is doing this. It didn't work before, and it's just going to result in smurfing. However, I mean, maybe it'll work but I really doubt it because most of these players who actually win those tournaments or make money are just players that are smurfing, which I don't think is very good at all. Now the next big change is that daily cups are also coming back. This is a really good thing. Loads of people like the old daily cups. It's probably going to be daily duos, which is really fun to do, and it's coming out during the summer of 2022. So again, when people are off school holidays or off work, whether everyone's going to be sitting there banging out daily cups, probably about top 3 for money again, which I think is really good. And there's a lot of content as well for streamers and YouTubers as well. All right, the last part of the announcement is there's actually no set plans for LANs happening next year. So there's going to be no in-person events based on what they're saying. It just really depends on the COVID situation. I imagine the Epic Games team is very keen on having these LANs come back since there's a lot of hype for the game, having everyone in person, and they don't just want to have strictly online events. However, it does just depend on the COVID situation. There is good news, however, because the DreamHack Sweden in Jonkoping, I'm actually going to it, I'm going to be playing it and trying to qualify for the finals, and I should have a really good vlog coming out for you guys playing it. I'm going out on next Tuesday, and I'm going to try to get the video out with Archie. I was just like pissing around in Sweden, and then also I'm trying to catch COVID. I'm pretty sure last time, me catching COVID, I was literally the first person in esports to get it. There's loads of articles about me getting it, and a Fortnite guy video, and then all of the TSM boys thought I gave them COVID and affected them. Everyone was saying I felt ill, so DestinysJesus. So probably is my fault that we've got no LANs. I probably just fucked it for everyone, so I must apologise for that. But hopefully I'll try to catch it after Sweden. Get a nice little vlog coming back, so it was really fun. And Epic might try to get some more LANs cracking. It just depends on sponsors and if there's any companies that can actually host the LANs like DreamHack or Blast or something, as well as if Epic hosts a World Cup, which would be really nice to see. However, it just depends on how Sweden goes in my opinion, and I'll try to make it as good as possible for everyone who watches the video. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and just kind of recap the format and some changes, and I'll make sure to actually stay tuned for that Sweden vlog coming up, and also some DreamHack Sweden content for preparation for that as well.